There's also plenty of movement activity in the transfer market with that first bonus transfer window closing on Tuesday. Mark McAdam is back, and we've got some new news regarding a potential incoming for Arsenal.
Yeah, huge news for Arsenal fans.
Arsenal's transfer window ambitions take on a fresh wave of optimism as the chase for Crystal Palace star Eberechi Eze takes a potentially decisive turn. In the ever-shifting world of football transfers, where every move is shaped by timing, circumstance, and opportunity, the Gunners suddenly find themselves in a stronger position than many would have predicted just days ago. It is not because Eze's talent is any less sought after, nor because Crystal Palace have suddenly relaxed their stance, but because a cluster of Arsenal's Premier League rivals, once in the thick of competition for his signature, are now diverting their attention elsewhere. That elsewhere is the Spanish capital, where Real Madrid's highly rated Brazilian winger Rodrygo is attracting a flurry of new admirers from England's top flight. This shift in focus has all the makings of a significant boost for Arsenal, potentially giving Mikel Arteta and the club's recruitment team the breathing space they need to intensify negotiations for Eze without the weight of intense competition snapping at their heels. The story begins with Eze's stellar rise at Crystal Palace, a player whose journey has been defined by resilience, flair, and an unrelenting belief in his abilities. From his days in the lower leagues to becoming one of the Premier League's most creative and dynamic attacking midfielders, Eze has consistently turned heads. His combination of silky dribbling, exceptional close control, and an instinctive eye for goal make him an asset any top side would covet. Arsenal, in particular, see in Eze the kind of player who can unlock stubborn defenses, offer versatility across the front line, and bring that unpredictable spark in the final third, a quality that often makes the difference in title races and tight cup ties. Arteta's vision for Arsenal is clear: blend youth and experience, structure and creativity, and Eze fits into that blueprint seamlessly. Yet the path to securing him has never been straightforward. Palace, aware of his growing reputation, place a high value on their prized asset, and multiple Premier League clubs have shown an interest, setting the stage for a competitive and potentially drawn-out battle. Until now, Arsenal's pursuit has been shadowed by the threat of rival bids. Clubs with deep pockets and equally ambitious sporting projects have hovered in the background, prepared to test Palace's resolve. But in the unpredictable theater of transfer dealings, priorities can change in an instant. News breaks that several of these rivals are now shifting their resources and attention towards Rodrygo, the versatile and skillful Brazilian winger whose stock has soared at Real Madrid. Rodrygo's pace, dribbling ability, and knack for scoring important goals have long made him a valuable asset for Los Blancos, but the competition for places in Madrid's forward line is fierce. Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Kylian Mbappe's impending arrival are just a few of the factors influencing both Rodrygo's future and the willingness of Premier League sides to make a move for him. Suddenly, the names that once loomed as major threats in the Eze race are devoting their time to exploring the Rodrygo deal. In doing so, they inadvertently open a window of opportunity for Arsenal. The timing could hardly be better for the Gunners. The club have been carefully plotting their transfer strategy, aware that every pound spent must be justified, every signing aligned with Arteta's long-term vision. Eze is seen not as a luxury signing but as a necessary addition, someone who can complement the likes of Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, and Gabriel Jesus while also offering rotation and depth. With fewer rivals actively pursuing him, Arsenal's negotiating position improves. They can afford to be more methodical, to structure a deal that suits their financial framework while still appealing to Palace's valuation. It also gives them the ability to engage directly with Eze's camp, laying out a clear vision of his role at the Emirates and the competitive opportunities that await him. For a player like Eze, who thrives on responsibility and the chance to shine on big occasions, the prospect of joining a club competing in the Champions League and fighting for domestic honors is undeniably attractive. Meanwhile, the Rodrygo race gathers pace. Clubs that were once potential bidders for Eze are now making inquiries to Madrid, sending scouts to monitor his performances, and gauging the likelihood of a summer switch. For these teams, Rodrygo's pedigree honed in the pressure cooker of La Liga and the Champions League presents an enticing proposition. Yet, in chasing Rodrygo, they leave Eze largely to Arsenal's court. This does not mean the Gunners have a free run. Football history is littered with examples of last-minute hijacks, sudden changes of heart, and unexpected offers. But in the here and now, the strategic picture looks brighter for Arsenal than it did only a week ago. The challenge now is to capitalize before the pendulum swings again. Inside Arsenal's recruitment department, discussions intensify. Technical director Edu Gasper works closely with Arteta to map out the next steps. Eze's playing style, character, and adaptability are dissected in detail. His numbers speak volumes: his dribbling success rate, chance creation statistics, and ability to operate between the lines mark him as a genuine difference maker. Arteta imagines scenarios where Eze can seamlessly switch roles with Odegaard or drift wide to support Saka, creating an attacking trio capable of dismantling any defensive setup. The Gunners' style of football, built on quick transitions, intelligent movement, and coordinated pressing, is tailor-made for a player of Eze's caliber. Palace's reluctance to part with him is understandable, they know how transformative he is to their side. Yet football is also a business, and the lure of a significant transfer fee, particularly in the inflated modern market, is something no club can entirely ignore. In the midst of this, Eze himself remains focused on his football. Publicly, he maintains a calm, professional demeanor, avoiding any statements that might inflame speculation. Privately, however, the appeal of a move to a club like Arsenal cannot be underestimated. He has watched the Gunners' resurgence under Arteta, seen their near miss in the Premier League title race, and observed the way players like Saka and Odegaard have flourished in the system. For a creative talent, the promise of playing in a side with such fluidity and ambition is compelling. Yet he also knows the importance of making the right move at the right time. The decision is not just about football, it is about career trajectory, lifestyle, and the environment in which he can continue to develop. The days ahead promise a delicate dance between Arsenal and Crystal Palace, a negotiation influenced by timing, leverage, and the ever-present possibility of external disruption. The Rodrygo pursued by rival clubs might have tilted the scales, but the Gunners must tread carefully. Move too slowly, and another suitor could emerge from the shadows. Move too aggressively, and Palace could harden their stance or inflate their demands. The art lies in finding that balance, making progress without sparking a bidding war. Arsenal's hierarchy understand this. They have learned from past windows that in the modern transfer landscape, patience is often as valuable as decisiveness. Fans, of course, are less inclined towards patience. Social media buzzes with excitement, every new rumor dissected and debated. Some supporters speculate about Eze's potential shirt number, others imagine how he might fit into different tactical setups. Memes, mock line UPS, and video compilations of his best moments in a Palace shirt circulate rapidly, fueling the anticipation. The idea of Eze linking up with Saka on one flank or combining with Odegaard through the middle sends imaginations into overdrive. For a fan base hungry for silverware and eager to see their team continue its upward trajectory, Eze represents both a statement of intent and a tangible step towards bridging the small gap that has separated Arsenal from major trophies in recent seasons. As the Rodrygo race continues to dominate headlines for rival clubs, Arsenal's focus on ease sharpens. The Gunners know they cannot control what others do, but they can control their own level of preparation, their clarity of purpose, and their ability to seize the moment. If they succeed, this window could be remembered not just for who they signed, but for how they maneuvered in the shadows of bigger transfer dramas to secure a player perfectly suited to their ambitions. In the high-stakes, fast-moving theatre of Premier League transfers, such moments of opportunity are rare. Arsenal now have one. The question is whether they can turn it into reality before the winds of the market shift once more.